Welcome to SVG-TV News for Friday, February 28th, 2025. I'm Rochelle Batiste with the details. The SVG prisons now have 25 more officers added to the workforce as a new batch of officers successfully completed a 6-week training course. Speaking at a passing out ceremony for the prison officers, Superintendent of Prisons Dwayne Bailey said that the recruiting and training of officers was one of the many initiatives aimed at reforming His Majesty's prisons.
As your superintendent, I am incredibly proud of what you have achieved. But I'm also here to share with you the vision that guides the future of this institution called the prisons. The steps that I have taken and the goals that are yet to be realized in the ongoing transformation of His Majesty's prisons. When I first took on the responsibility of leading this institution, I immediately recognized for several key areas to address the challenges we face and lay a strong foundation for the future. My first priority was to seek additional manpower. We cannot effectively solve this prison mission without the necessary resources, and our officers are our most valuable asset. That's why I made it a point to advocate for more staff, so we can improve both the safety and the operation.
The officers covered 35 topics, which included prison escape, prison rules, fines, remission, and rehabilitation. Assistant Superintendent of Police Julian Clark, who was one of the trainers, challenged the new officers to pursue greater heights in their policing careers.
Form a foundation on which to build your prison career. It is said that neither the wise nor the fool can work without tools. Hence, we have given you the tools necessary for you to do this job and to do it well. The onus is on you to build on the foundation that we have given you. I have seen tremendous ability and talent among you. I have no doubt that the future superintendent is sitting in your midst. However, there is still a lot for you to learn, as the criminals we are dealing with today are more sophisticated, wiser, and smarter.
Attorney General Grenville Williams, who was a featured speaker, implored the officers to help transform the prison system, noting that the job is not an easy task.
First and foremost, remember that all of you, as new prison officers, you are leaders. You can shape the environment in which many of the young men of our society will live and work for many years. And I say young men because many of them will be in the institution between the ages of 18 and 45. They are young men, and unfortunately, that is the most productive years of their lives that they should be living in the society and contributing to its development. The way you carry yourselves as prison officers is going to be important. The way you treat others, especially those who are behind bars, going to be very important.
The new prison officers will begin their work at the Kingston prisons and at Belial. Most outstanding prison officer was Rashani Rogers. He also won the Superintendent of Prisons Award and the Best at Drills Award. On February 25th, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced the expansion of the visa restrictions policy for individuals exploiting Cuban labor. The statement reads that the expanded policy applies to current or former Cuban government officials and other individuals, including foreign government officials who are believed to be responsible for or involved in the Cuban labor export program, particularly Cuba overseas medical missions. On the radio on Wednesday, Prime Minister Dr. Raul Gonzalez said that he is still unsure whether his government should be concerned with this new policy.
some persons in the U.S. Congress have been saying that, mainly Republicans, that the doctors and nurses who come down here are part of trafficking in persons. I don't know how it is trafficking in persons. If you call it trafficking in persons, you make it, the thing lose all meaning, because we are paying them, and it's done very openly and very transparently. So I don't know. I see this general question here, this general statement, but I don't know what it means in practice. I guess we will find out more, because a lot of things now are being done, announced on Twitter or Facebook or something. But I saw this, so that I'll find out what this means, if it's something which we have to be concerned about or not.
The Prime Minister noted that his government had benefited immensely from Cuban medical missions and does not consider it as forced labor, as medical personnel are paid for their services.
But clearly, the Cubans who come here and do work with us, for which we pay, they're doing excellent work. They save lives. Of course, there's a U.S.-based entity, World Pediatric Project, which also does good work. And the World Pediatric Project people and the Cubans who are here, they work side by side. They don't have, the only thing which concerns them is the welfare, the health and welfare of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Sandals Resort in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is looking to expand at its resorts in Buckerman. On the radio on Wednesday, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves disclosed that at the recent CARICOM meeting in Barbados, Executive Chairman Adam Stewart presented in caucus and alluded to its expansion in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
In fact, at that meeting, I didn't know he was going to intimate it, but he intimated that he's in discussion with the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the further expansion of other Sandals in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But I don't want to get ahead of myself with that. It's just that made it known there that we are talking. I wasn't going to talk about it yet, though people would have seen him and Adam Stewart and Camilo along the leeward coast checking out different places. Definitely they're commencing very shortly. I'm talking about Sandals expansion at Buckerman. They're going to spend $20 or $30 million and putting in 30 rooms, because Sandals, when they put their rooms in, and all the additional facilities, they come out to about $1 million.
Seniors of this country will be afforded free health checks tomorrow, Saturday, March 1st, by the Fernside Red Cross Group. Chairman of the group, Jonathan Pett, said it was found that most times the elderly neglect their health care for various reasons. Hence, the Red Cross Group saw the need to set aside a day to volunteer their services and promote healthy behaviors.
We'll be doing foot care, we'll be doing eye care, and several other things for people who are older people like myself. People, you know, because we have our challenges as well. And so we make sure that people are okay. We start at 9 o'clock in the morning and we go on to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we invite people to come as early as possible, so that they can get the services needed.
This is the second annual health fair being held for seniors. Last year, close to 100 seniors attended. Some of the health services being offered include blood sugar testing and blood pressure testing.
We'll be doing foot care, we'll be doing eye care, and several other things for people who are older people like myself. People, you know, because we have our challenges as well. And so we make sure that people are okay. We start at 9 o'clock in the morning and we go on to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we invite people to come as early as possible so that they can get the services needed.
That over $66,000 in supplies were handed over to the Ministry of National Mobilization yesterday from the Simply Help Foundation of Taiwan. At the handing over ceremony, Taiwanese ambassador to SVG, Her Excellency Fiona Hu Shong Fang, who spoke on behalf of the Simple Help Foundation, said the donation provides aid to vulnerable persons following Hurricane Beryl.
Secondly, general donations of one container from Simply Help Foundation, that is a United States-based nonprofit group funded by the Taiwanese diaspora, will be handed over to. This container contains 447 boxes of essentials, including shoes, toys, sports equipment, nutrition supplements, and wheelchairs. The estimated value is around $66,000 US. Again, that is the embodiment of the friendship and care of Taiwan for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Minister of National Mobilization, Social Development, Family, Gender Affairs and Persons with Disabilities, Kiesel Peters, deemed the donation timely, noting that the residents of the Southern Grenadines are still in need of support following Hurricane Beryl.
This donation, as I said before, is very timely, as the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, especially the residents of the Southern Grenadines, have experienced the rage of Hurricane Beryl on the 1st of July 2024, where we saw hundreds of persons losing their homes and they were displaced. This donation will go a very long way in assisting those persons. And since the establishment of diplomatic ties on August 15, 1981, the governments of the Republic of China, Taiwan, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines have steadily expanded exchanges across all facets of our relationship. And this marks 44 years, the 44th anniversary of SVG and Taiwan Time.
A young farmers trending project is expected to be launched here next week. The announcement was made by Taiwan's ambassador to SVG, Her Excellency Fiona Hu Chong Fang, during the opening ceremony for a food preparation lab at the West St. George Secondary School on Thursday. Ambassador Fang said the initiative will introduce new farming techniques to young farmers.
Looking ahead, I'm excited to announce a new project that will launch next week. Students of West St. George Secondary students have the first-hand news. You are the first one to know. So that was specifically designed to engage the youth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This initiative is a young farmer training project. Will introduce young farmers to advanced smart agriculture techniques such as greenhouse, vertical cultivation, IoT solution, plant factory, etc. As you may know, Taiwan is a powerhouse of technology. We will make sure you have the latest access to technology.
The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the RSVG-PF, says it is actively investigating a case of attempted murder following a report made by Armand Rage, a 37-year-old laborer of Ottley Hall. According to the report, at approximately 4:20 p.m. on February 20, 2025, Rage was shot in the left hip by two unidentified assailants while in Ottley Hall. The police say the attack appears to have been a deliberate act with intent to commit murder on the virtual complainant. The incident was formally reported to the police on February 27, 2025, and an active investigation is underway. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force urges anyone with information that could assist in identifying the perpetrators to come forward. The SVG-PF is reminding citizens that cooperation with the police is vital in ensuring justice and public safety. It says information can be provided by contacting the nearest police station or calling the SVG-PF hotlines at 911 or 999. The SVG-PF says it remains committed to ensuring the safety of all citizens and will continue to pursue all leads in this matter.